Yeah, my bed when my cats decide to come purring. So, you guys were in. Let's see. You guys had started off in Vallaki. You discovered the missing bones that were stolen from the church and got them returned. Vallaki really enough to Kresik to see about the Abbey of Saint. If I believe I'm correct. And about that's where we at Kresik. To reaffirm the description of the area. On Kresik page. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Didn't we get inside Kresk?
Yes, I was gonna to re-describe it to you just in case you guys had forgotten. There we go. This village is shrouded in mist. Beyond the wall that now standing behind it, you see all sorts of small wooden cottages with rows underneath trees that are dusty. Occasionally, bits of smoke come drifting up, adding to the mist that has essentially blotted out the sun for the most part. You guys can tell. You notice that the road continues to the northeast, and on top of those cliffs, you see what appears to be the Abbey. A large, sprawling structure that you can only see a small portion of this up here. So, yeah.
I suppose we're making our way up there. Is that what we're doing? For Irina?
Yeah, nowhere safe, that's the problem.
Yeah. They also mentioned church was something.
I do not believe they did, no.
I mean, I don't see the harm in checking if we wanted to head out.
Trying to cure, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's what we can do at the moment.
Great. Shall we?
We shall.
Yeah, let's go.
The road from the village on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the tree. Excuse me. This is between two small stone outbuildings, either side of which 4-foot-high, 3-foot-thick wall that's held together with mortar. There are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusting hinges. To be unlocked. Viewed to the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its two wings are joined by a 15-foot wall. A belfry protrudes from the closer north wing, which also spouts a chimney billowing gray.
Obvious doors that we can see anywhere.
Iron gate.
Into the yard with it.
You're not close enough to see the details. You're basically at that gate there.
Is it guarded or is it just closed?
Roll a...
I will do so as well. Where on earth is...
Yeah. So far, you don't see... Sarah, you're sensitive... Your ears somehow being more sensitive than the rest of the groups. Pick up the sounds of light snow coming from the nearest of the, houses. That flame.
I hear, like...
Weird. I don't hear anything.
You don't hear it? Okay, well... Caution, because it may be hard. Very bad guard, it seems. A guard nonetheless.
I mean, yeah, let's check it out. Maybe someone will come.
Alright, I'm gonna move forward.
To the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Do not seem to hear anything. Anyway. No movement, nothing.
You're gonna have to wake the guard up. you think we could just, like, open? How much trouble do you think we would get into if we just opened?
Why not wake up the guard? It seems
Yeah.
But if they're sleeping...
Guard! I just start yelling.
You hear kind of a voice from inside there. What is that?
This is the Abbey, right?
Yeah, the Abbey.
Okay. Can we enter?
So. We talked or anything.
Okay, sorry for waking you. And
It makes a really loud noise as you push it open.
woke him anyway.
Right, really bad guard.
Doesn't bode well, place.
No. I guess it'd be better than hope.
So, just gonna go
So
into
you
the
head
Abbey.
on inside. Let's see. What's the first thing you see from there? Alright. So off to the west, enter into heading south into the abbey. You see stunted pine trees growing at earth in the graveyard near the foundation of the abbey's north wing. There are cracked panes of leaded glass. Ancient gravestones burst from a thin crust of snow in the beyond the low wall that surrounds the graveyard. The ground falls away. The village lies feet below, and the view is breathtaking.
So do we see like a door into the?
Oh,
Just
do you
follow the
did you
path?
continue on, or do you look? It's basically, you're on a path, and I was telling you you're the south, and you just that's right. I was just to the west, to see if you.
I mean, playing. He's bending down and picking up snow and like sort of just playing with it, but like that's.
Yeah, you find a house as the path continues off to the east, but you haven't found another gatehouse that goes to the southwest. This appears to be the proper entrance to the abbey itself. A foot-high curtain wall joins the abbey's two wings. Behind its guards stand at attention. Their features below them, set into the wall, a pair of 10-foot-tall. To right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plaque.
That looks a bit more in terms of
Yeah.
security.
Maybe we'll have to see if they're kind of people they are.
Yeah, let's get closer. And I'm interested in that plaque. I'm trying to read it.
Words on the plaque say, "May her light cure all." Also, check.
All of us were just.
Yeah, as you guys get closer, Sarah doesn't notice this because maybe something distracted her. And Layla, you notice the guards. Those are scarecrows.
So about the security thing. Yeah,
Kale
take a
takes the snow that he.
How are you
Make a miss.
Oh, what's that?
Just roll dex.
Gary just goes to the other side and goes, "Ha ha, you missed."
The scarecrow clear in knocking loose.
Good.
As the helmet tumbles backward into whatever's beyond it, you hear bizarre streaking noise from that side. Something that I cannot noise. It is high, but almost sounds like the way that people describe the sound of a cat in a garbage disposal. The most
Um,
horrific.
Eyebrow, and he's like, that doesn't sound promising.
So we the safe place haunted?
I mean, I fucking guess. Do we there? What is that?
Leaves Sarah's mouth and then just like all of a sudden looks like bright and like happy.
just like the last game.
Can I send Squeak over the wall to like scout?
What form is Squeak in again? Oh, sorry, Squeak. Little.
He's a pseudo
little
dragon.
pseudo-dragon.
Yeah.
Keep thinking rat, and I have to
No,
be reminded
not.
that
He's-
pseudo-dragon. Okay, pseudo-dragon. The little bony pseudo-dragon floats the wall, and lay everything to me.
Or I guess he'll be nice.
All right. So you look around and you see what stands out to Squeak is the creature that is inside this place. Let me actually bring you guys the actual map.
I can play right now.
Breed is not even gonna play.
No, she's just sitting behind me like, wanting me to play. It's like, no, I'm not gonna play.
Oh, poor puppers.
Play with Trevor. Think for you. Look, no food.
All right. So you see this hideous creature through your familiar's eyes. It's chained in the eastern side of the courtyard beyond. It has leathery wings and occasionally flutters into the air. Doesn't seem to get much of anywhere. Looks sort of female, but it's hard to tell the rest of her. Though you do see the flattables coming out of her mouth. She is screeching noise that you were hearing.
A monster, you'll like it.
Oh.
It's
sort of
it's
just like-
chained up. I mean, it can't reach the gate, right?
Right, it ain't very far at all.
What is this in again?
It's inside. Like we got to go inside the
Oh.
door. I'm
Okay.
gonna walk up and like see if the door's open.
It's unlocked.
Then he's just gonna waltz.
And this is the creature you see over there. Okay. Fog that fills this courtyard here to escape. The courtyard is surrounded by a 15-foot high wall in which stand several guards with their backs to you at first. It is very clear that these guards are merely scarecrows, which you noticed because you knocked over one of them. East lead to the abbey's two wings. In the center of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron door attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the are several wooden doors, as well as 3 shelves that contain wooden troughs. 2 posts pounded into the rocky earth bolted into them, and chained to one of them is a short humanoid with wings and spider screams that suddenly erupt from the sheds as you walk into the. That would be these places.
So these are the sheds over here. You're saying?
And down here, and over here. So the noise is all around you. Imagine Wave saying, I don't like this.
Interesting. What an interesting creature over there.
The creature tethered to the post kind of shies around to the other side of the post, attempting to leave the ground by flapping its wings, but is pain. I think it goes to attempt to hide.
Hey there, fella. Are you okay?
The creature plucks something up off of the ground to launch it at you.
Not a friendly creature. I understand why it's tied to the post.
Oh, not a rock.
Oh.
A rock hits you. 2 points of damage.
Sort of loading her gun.
Yo, Sarah,
What?
Don't just go away. He was trying to.
You take 4 points of 3 points of damage because that's the amount of the dice.
That's fine.
Sarah, you can't just walk into an abbey.
That's true. I guess. What is this thing? Check.
Nature or Arcana? These are some kind of spell mutation, or something along those lines. Something that probably couldn't be in. These used to be just normal people and have now been forced into these forms.
Oh.
Something about people being sick up here? Or did I hear that wrong?
Okay, so these aren't any natural creatures. Obviously,
I was
they're
gonna
not
say I
like,
could have told you that.
but they're not monsters either. Like they're like people that have been magically augmented somehow.
This plays very well. It sounds very friendly.
Very good. In all the safe places, I was like one of the least.
This area.
Wave goes, it's like everything will be worse and worse the more we go.
Yeah. But maybe we should still hope. Maybe they're trying to cure this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if there's more of these creatures, which I assume, chock full of them, and they ran out of room, so she's outside.
Right. Nothing weird. We just have to find whoever's in charge. We'll confirm.
Exactly. I can only think of things coming out of this.
An actual door to this place?
You see two. There's one up here, and there's one over here. Of course, doors on each of the heads as well, but you're hearing the shrieking
Yeah,
noises
I'm not
coming
gonna
from
go in
those.
there.
There we go. I finally fixed my DC. Jeez. Should we give some?
Let's do that, and I'll go up and I'll knock on the door.
Perception check, Layla.
Sure.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let me... I need to move token. Where's that token at? Sorry, one of the tokens using. Trying to figure out where it is so I don't accidentally, The door slowly opens, revealing a very hideous creature beyond blinking its eyes out at you. Let me get the exact description for you.
Has two
Well,
heads.
but I'll just show you the picture.
He does have two heads.
Crab claw.
He has a baby head.
The individual seems to stand feet 7 inches and has a barrel shape, perfectly formed, and combines the feet and with those of a goat, completely horns. His left head is about half normal size and has a soft cherubic face, partly crocodilian hide. This being a crab pincher in the place of its left hand and a bear's paw with a right shoulder. They appear to be wearing a very ill-fitting monk's robe made of hempen rope. Hello?
This isn't contagious, is it?
No. Well, could I help you?
Talking.
I don't. It's the bigger head is. I say that we were expecting guests, but as always, his lady on proper etiquette.
We're sorry to interrupt. To let us in, we actually wanted to speak with.
Yes, the abbot. Very well. Come in.
I'm gonna shoot an uncertain look over my shoulder at Sarah. I keep walking in.
She is like, her head is somewhere else right now.
And kind of moves along the floor. And let me describe the main hall. The ground floor is one large room with arched leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits of a fire in the hearth, while above the fireplace mantel hangs a golden disc gray in the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase comes to the upper level, while in another, a stone staircase descends into dark. Another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Surround nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishes and golden candelabra are neatly arranged on the table. Behind is a young woman with alabaster skin, dressed in a soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as to not. She seems in her own thoughts. A handsome young man in monk's robes gently takes the woman by her hand, and a holy symbol that depicts the sun hangs from a chain around his neck. He turns from her as you enter, and it seems we have guests. Greetings. Welcome to the Abbey. What may I do for you fine folks?
We're looking friends. We couldn't help but stop at the Abbey. It seems to be important.
Well fortified.
Well fortified.
That it is. And why does safekeeping?
I don't really want to use the S word in here, but
I know.
Well, there's a certain vampire that's taken interest in her.
Nods and smiles a bit and pats the woman on the hand. Silka. The woman just takes her seat and just stares at you with blank eyes. Unblinking blank eyes. And let me see this person who is worried by the lord of these lands. I'm breaking up a bit?
You are. I don't. Like I said, I don't know if it's me or just me or
Little, yeah.
you're roboting here.
Am I saying to anyone else or just a turtle butter?
Just a little bit much.
Okay, 1 second. How about now?
Okay, right now.
Seem
Okay, cool.
Sound good.
So, who is this one that of this land?
Irina?
Yeah, I'm actually. I don't know. This is a good place. You know, I would have to kill no, and I don't trust them. Not a good place for her.
best.
Maybe. Oh,
Typing the abbot out, and then, yeah, it's. And I gesture toward.
Irina kind of a bit. And well, it's lovely, isn't she? So, stay here for a while. I do not think we are these lands. Kind of torn at this.
Just, everything's okay. Just want to. We doubt you or anything. We're just kind of like. I've been protecting her over this whole time.
I can
you know.
assure bad creatures are being well taken care of. They cannot harm each other or anybody in the village. It would be equally as safe.
Check out the place because I had no idea you just had a bunch of
The work and such, and he kind of gestured at the weird man that opened the door for you guys. Cloven here is a prime example. Quite well inspired.
And what kind of condition exactly is?
Well, it is the sort of the family had on the inside. Unfortunately, it has quite damaged their minds. If you have, I managed to fully rehabilitate.
So is that rehabilitation we heard that you were trying to...
And I have managed to treat a few of them. That to be quite an accomplishment, given the views.
Just want to make sure this place is really safe and Rena would be okay here.
All right. Cloven, when you do your rounds to feed your members, would you please find individuals around to show them the place? The person in front of you kind of nods at this. Yeah, sure. There you go. Yeah, but smiles beatifically at you.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, Cloven is going to start showing up. It's not long before he comes carrying several, dragging, large buckets. The group of you said, "Please, I can get my duties done much quicker as long as you're helping out." And he
I mean, how heavy are these things?
let's see. Your strengths were?
13.
Yeah, you should be able to carry it. Comfortable, but you should be able to carry it.
Yeah, I'll pick one.
Yeah, it's unlikely Cal can.
My strength goes.
And mine's 8.
Let's see what Waves is at.
So we're saying 10 is the next strongest after that?
You guys are a weak ass party. Oh yes, Wave! Wave actually has a 14. The artificer, the Ganassi artificer member of the party is sad. Wave isn't sure how he managed to become the strongest member of the party, but I know, Layla. I was thinking about that. Go from the top down to. So for ease of business, I'm just going to actually. Cloven escorts you across the courtyard. We're opening and closing each of these more hideously deformed people. Then he, scoots in a tiny bowl, a tiny surge full of cauldrons that he's carrying that you guys are carrying with, and it's just pushing it into each of the cells where you see this another hideous person just chained to a wall. And finally, you get into here.
Kale's going to casually ask him. So these things are your family?
Yes, they're all Bellevues. Cousins, siblings. I lost track a long time ago who's what.
Cloven, what actually happened? Because this seems like a lot. Do you remember?
Some sort of familial thing? Are you cursed by something?
Yes, when the abbot found us, he lacking morally. We were quite terrible people, And he made you show the people out to the side, these walls, just how terrible we were by transforming us.
Wait, he did this?
Clevin nods his main head.
Oh, he seemed to leave that bit out.
Yeah.
Wave is just kind of looking very concerned.
Wave's the only one, actually.
Alright. So, this area used to be an office of some kind, as evidenced by the remains of a desk and chair, both of which had been smashed to pieces. A hallway to the south leads to a staircase going up. A dark passageway to the east is full of unnatural whispers, mad laughter, and bestial odors. And this is the passageway Cloven is leading you to. And he starts, like, opening the various doors, and some of the rooms have, like, maybe a handful of Mongol folk. Other rooms are packed with Mongol folk, all scrambling to get the bowls of various, of the stew that he shoves in there. No, settle down, settle down. There's enough for all of you. Yes, I know these are strange new folk, but you must respect them, leave them alone. The lightless corridor has multiple doors, behind which lie creatures that shatter the quiet with their mad cackles and whisper curses, and the stench. But even in the gloom, you can make out a monstrous shape lumbering down the hall. It appears to be a 7-foot-tall assemblage of human parts that just kind of lumbers forward. Seems to stop for a moment to look at you, then look at Cloven, and then start moving its way on past you. Let's see. I think I've got a handout.
This place makes me very uncomfortable.
Yes.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, this is what you say.
Oh.
Cloven, is that another family member?
No, that is just a golem that the abbot put together.
So does he do this normally? He just creates things?
Yes, he does do that. But he says he's doing it for a good reason.
Do you know what that good reason is? Because on its face, this looks a bit dark.
Well, this golem in particular is here to protect the Mongol folk from villagers who might decide that they are monsters and come try to kill them, and in turn protects the village from any Mongol folk who happen to escape.
Does that happen often?
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Kale like furrows his brow. He's like, "Let me ask, do you feel that you deserved this fate?"
Well, I was a terrible person. So, yes.
But when you say you were a terrible person, what did you do? Was that what you were told you were? Or do you actually remember doing terrible things?
Colvin kind of opens his mouth for a moment and then kind of frowns, seemingly with both heads. You know, I am not sure. I think I drink just enough to not remember anymore. Because I have regrets, you see.
Does that sound like he's being honest?
Insight? Yeah, you can kind of get an odor of booze coming off of him, so yeah, it sounds like he does drink himself to sleep. Yeah, he honestly doesn't seem to remember, probably because of drink.
Because he has a baby head.
Okay. Are there other family members like you that aren't entirely lost to insanity?
Well,
or other golems like that?
Well, Odo and and Siegfried stand at the gates and keep an eye out, and they're fairly sane. Well, as sane as any of us Mongol folk can be.
You said stand at the gates? Oh, the
Yeah.
very first gates.
The very first gates. They sleep there a lot.
Gotcha. Now it's
We
becoming clear.
rarely get visitors. And poor Siegfried, she hates showing herself to anybody. She thinks that she's very hideous, and she doesn't like the way people judge her, so she gets really angry when people look at her. As for the other things that the master makes, well, Vasilka's triumph. She looks fairly real, doesn't she? She doesn't look stitched together at all.
She's stitched together?
Yeah,
That's the abbot's lady?
that's the lady he's currently teaching things to, yes.
Why is he teaching things to her?
Well, he's hoping that if he presents her to the to the Lord of the Lands, that maybe it will finally get him to settle down and stop being so hideous to everyone.
Oh,
Oh,
sounds logical to me. Your abbot is surely a smart person. I gotta say, this place is wonderful, but
He says he does everything to the desires of the Morning Lord.
yes, so a religious man.
Very.
I see. Well, man, he just keeps getting better and better. You know what? This place is so great. Probably going to we're probably going to stay here. We just gotta go and go back to Crest because we still gotta pick up a few things. I think that's where we left Irina's things. So we might want to move them up there, up here, and not be here right now.
You don't want to finish helping me with my rounds?
She kind of looks at everyone else.
Well, I suppose you can go out the back door if you like. There's not much back there, but some gardens. Though, yeah. Occasionally I've heard rumors that it's haunted, but I've never seen anything.
Oh, okay. Well, hold the phone.
Likes ghosts.
oh.
All right. Well, now this. Yeah, I guess we gotta finish the tour, guys. Right? We gotta finish the tour. It'd be rude.
I'll just shoots her a look and is just like,
It's just like we just gotta check out this garden. I haven't seen a nice garden in a while, and I just would really like to just chill in a garden for it'd be nice after seeing all this dead stuff all the time.
Oh my god, you're unbelievable. I mean, I guess we did help this much. We might as well continue with your chores for now. Right, Cloven?
I could enjoy the company. He kind of nods.
Kayla's just gonna mutter in Elven something along the lines of like, what if this guy decides that we did something bad too?
Well, run in Elvish.
Go ahead. Been good day. Can't hear anything.
It's like Sarah's just standing there, and the elves are having a conference
even-
behind her back.
And
Like
even
she doesn't understand them.
even as he turns around and starts heading back the other way, says, now that I think about it, the rest of the tour is also very haunted. The hospital section upstairs is haunted. I keep forgetting about that. It hasn't bothered me in a long time.
I'll remember, Elvin. It's getting better all the time, isn't it?
Sarah's visibly vibrating in excitement.
Whereas like, okay guys, it sounds like it's either a haunted garden or a haunted upstairs. Which do we want?
Boy.
Now, this is a good question, actually.
I mean, if we're gonna do both, why don't we go upstairs? Let's check this hospital out, haunted hospital.
Yeah, sure. You know what? That's fine. And then we can get our hit the garden on the way out.
Just glaring at her.
I'm so glad about how supportive of my lifestyle you are, Layla.
I'm really glad we know each other.
Yeah, that's sadly you don't find any of those in your backpack. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Phasmophobia lately. We've all gotten extremely hooked on it. It is fun.
Yeah.
All right. A wooden counter shaped like an L stands at the front of the spacious office. All other furniture has rotted away, leaving heaps of moldy wood and faded cloth. You can still hear the distant sounds now below you of laughter, screaming, and other sounds from the various mongrel folk down there. Now, if you're interested in the haunted nature, he kind of points to the door over here. There are said to be ghosts that move around in the darkness through that door.
Okay, so ghosts moving
First.
throughout the door.
Sarah, I do have to ask, what is our goal here? When we find the ghosts, what happens? Do we kill them?
Kill us.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm sorry, what is the alternative?
You can't kill a ghost. The ghost's already dead.
Do I know anything about ghosts?
Roll a either religion or arcana check.
Can I do the same?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just rolling out of curiosity.
Do you have advantage on that, Layla?
They're my favorite enemies.
Oh, yeah. Then you know plenty of stuff about ghosts. You know they have potential for possessing people. You know that they can move through objects. You also know that ghost is a term applied to a lot of different kind of undead that when people just don't know what they're talking about.
The ghost in that dead house. Isn't that enough?
And Sarah, you know about the same.
Okay.
You also know that they either can't be hurt by normal weapons, mildly by normal weapons. Silver sometimes have a better ghosts or other transcendental undead. It's good to have I can potentially turn undead.
I suppose that ghost can be antics for her right now. I mean, yeah, we hunt ghosts and we make them pass on, I think.
Okay, which I'm in total agreement with. Can you do that? Because I'm not entirely sure I have the supplies to do that.
I got some stuff in my bag. I could probably look through. I don't know. I mean, I've got a lot of ways to do magical damage.
Behind you guys, Cloven just starts rummaging through the old remains of the desk and pulls out a bottle. He looks like he's been hiding there, uncorks it, and starts drinking.
Oh boy. Well, Sarah, make it quick because our tour guide's getting drunk.
Sarah's just gonna open the door.
All right. Beyond the door, you see a spacious chamber that contains bed frames of wrought iron arranged in 2 neat rows. Cobwebs and bits of rotten mattress cling to each frame. 3 doors are spaced along the south wall, each with a plaque mounted on it. From the west to east, the plaques read, Operating Room, Nursery, and Morgue.
Nursery.
Sarah's just wandering in there.
Sarah, as soon as you wander in, the shadows move.
Fuck, I remember the room. No, shit! Why did I do that? Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like thinking that's like, this is not a room I'd want to be caught in.
Oh no. There's so many.
Yes.
Oh god. Alright.
Oh, that one.
I suspect that's going to be Sarah very soon.
Yeah.
It's a hug.
Well, like in Phasmophobia.
They hug with their hands around your neck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, my strength is 8. Oh no. Oh no, this is not gonna go well.
Sorry, setting up the NPCs here. Arena is staying out of it. She can't do anything right now.
As long as she's safe, I'll just keep an eye on her.
Oh god. Well.
Yep. Alright, yeah, cool. I cast Shield.
Woo! Oh, that's right, you're 17, so yeah, +5, that would definitely stop that attack. Lucky.
Goes for anything else that attacks him, right?
Yeah.
Till the end of his turn?
Mm-hmm.
Till my next turn.
Yeah, these things can cover the entire room. They can move 40 feet. Does that hit? 22?
Let's see. Shields +5. Quick maths. Yes, that does hit. Just hit.
So
better than 13.
you feel a cold hand go through you into your chest, and suddenly you feel a bit weaker. Roll a 1d4. You lose 2 points of strength.
All right.
Kale.
Yeah, Kale's gonna kind of walk over here so he can see through the door at least. I see you, I guess, that one and that one. Oh boy, you made friends.
There's a lot in here.
Is Kale running down the stairs?
He can run down the stairs if he likes. But remember that without Cloven in your party, the flesh golem might attack you.
Oh boy, Jesus. All right, Kale is just going to, because that's all he can do right now is, all my shit's necrotic, so I really can't do much to these guys. We'll just Eldritch Blast the one that is right there.
All right.
Someday it'll roll. There we go.
Nice. 8 points of force damage goes slamming into the shadowy form.
And I don't know if it's adding my...
Yes, this says
See.
8.
Yeah, I don't know if it's... It should be adding... What do you... It should be adding my charisma modifier to it, so that should be an extra 3.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not.
Anything else you can do?
Duck behind the counter!
You want to roll? Actually, you're not a rogue.
Hiding, I'm just ducking for cover. Like,
Yeah.
maybe they won't see me.
All right, I will actually move up so I can see them and they can see me. I'll hold out my holy symbol, and I will say, "Flee, undead, go away."
All right. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet. Let's see how far away that gets. I'm going to put a quick aura around you. Oh, they changed these. Interesting. Okay, so it's those 4. And I need to roll a wisdom saving throw. What's the DC?
14.
So top to bottom. Nice! They all failed. Let's see. So if the creature fails at saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turned creature must spend its turn moving as far away. Excellent! You might have just saved Sarah's life.
Yes.
It's a good thing you guys have a cleric. Sarah.
Just looking up the frightened.
They're frightened. Does she get attacked? Do they get attack of
When they move
They
away
do.
from Sarah, yes.
But don't attack
Well,
them.
no, if Sarah moves away from them.
No, they
Okay.
it also can't take reactions. It's it's
Okay,
right
cool.
in there. So
Oh, they
it's
can't.
kinda cool.
Oh, okay.
For its action,
Cool.
all it can do is try to dash,
Uh,
but it
I
can
can't-
use a dodge action if it's nowhere to move.
For some reason, I can't control my token.
That's weird.
Have it on the select move thingy.
Yeah. Hold on, let me refresh. Okay, now I got it. Alright, so that's really cool. Thanks, Ellery. She's going to move 30 feet out of there.
Run!
And I'm going to use Sarah's going to use her action to construct her Eldritch Cannon.
Okay. Shadow.
And that's, yeah. Yeah, actually, it also gives her a bonus action of activating that. And she's going to Eldritch Ballista this one.
Okay.
Wait, you're gonna hit one of the ones that's running?
One of the ones that's been badly hurt. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one that you.
So it's one of the only ones I can see.
And that misses.
Dang.
In fact, Alira, roll me a dexterity saving throw. It failed. Alira's in the way. It possibly hits Alira. Let's see.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's fine. She kind of dodges out of the way of the ballista. So the shadow.
And she says, "What are you doing?"
Sorry, I haven't fired this one before.
They've been turned. Don't attack them.
Let's see. I am going to have Wave. Yeah, he's just going to move up next to you, Sarah. And he's just going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Nice.
Hey, I'm
really
trying
good.
not to get people killed.
Yeah.
That's gonna full
Was not turned.
Well, I'm trying not to get people killed who weren't here today.
Ah,
Hey, it was your guys' decision to come up here. Another shadow moves
Was
forward.
it?
Yes,
it
it
was more
was.
my decision, but yeah.
Shadow flees. Layla.
Yep, the cleric said not to attack. I'm going to take her word. I'll hold. Is this one turned? Or does it look like it's getting ready to turn?
You can't tell. You didn't see which one she turned.
Okay. I'll hold a longbow attack if I see any go to attack one of my
Okay.
party members.
Got it. This one flees. Well, dashes actually, so can get all the way to the other side of the room. This one flees. This one flees. Kale.
Kale is going to continue, peek over the edge of the counter and hold an action
Okay.
for an Eldritch Blast if that one moves.
Okay. Alira.
I'm keeping an eye on these two that are still here because I'm not sure that they're turned. Let's see, bonus action I will cast. Shield of Faith. So,
Sarah.
Let's see. Okay, I'm going to bonus action Eldritch Ballista this one.
Okay.
Dang, it's rolling really bad.
Actually, that does hit.
That's good. Okay, so that's 12 force. And I think they are pushed back.
What's it say on the text?
Let me double check. Yep. It is pushed 5 foot away, 5 feet away from the cannon.
Okay.
And the cannon is on my person, so just 5 feet away from me.
Anything else you can do?
Yep. I'm going to also use my main action to firebolt the same one.
Okay. That hits.
And max damage on that fire. That's pretty good. And that'll be my turn.
It's resistant to
Pew,
that,
pew.
but that doesn't matter because that's enough to kill it anyway. The shadow just kind of evaporates.
Got one.
You just basically see it surrounded by a little wave of fire. And then Wave says, "Good job, Sarah." And he will use shocking. Let's see. How far away can that hit? Oh, that's a touch spell. Can't use that. Well, I'm trying to figure out what his what weapons he has. Oh, he has a crossbow. There we go. He will fire a crossbow at the shadow. 16. Ah, it does actually do some damage as the arrow goes right through it. Doesn't take as much damage as one might as a normal creature, but it does take some. All right. And that shadow, who has held actions still?
Me and Layla.
All right, that shadow starts to move. Held actions. because it's moving towards Ollara.
Go and kill the cleric.
Layla?
She did. She said she was holding a longbow. Yes.
Emily.
I guess we can give her a minute.
She drop?
She might have gotten tapped on the shoulder in real life and told that she has to do something or something.
Sorry,
There you go.
I got hit from the Discord for a second. My bad.
That happens.
Can you roll for me? Because now roll 27 issues.
Sure.
I think my internet just went down. My bad.
No, that's not bad at all. It happens.
Hmm.
Longbow.
Colossus Slayer.
No, the Colossus Slayer wouldn't have worked for that, but it doesn't matter anyway because it was enough damage just from that to kill it. So that shadow vanishes before it can cause any more harm. Another shadow is still fleeing. It's 1 minute on the turn, yes?
Let me see what it says. Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay. So, GM question. Do you guys intend to destroy these 4 as well? Or do you wish to just close the door and walk away?
For closing the door and walking away.
All
I'm
that
fine
sweet
with that.
XP. No, just kidding. Have you seen enough ghosts yet, Sarah?
Well, I do want to go back. I do want to go in there and finish off the rest of them. You know, it's not nice. It's not great to leave a place haunted.
Are we actually killing them though, or are you just temporarily dispersing them?
Good question.
Well, from those earlier religion checks, you figure that they probably won't be back. Religion and Arcana checks.
With these particular specters, we are getting rid of them for good.
I was just gonna shrug. I'll just grab the weirdo and drag him down the stairs if I need to. I'll take Arena too.
Yeah, I mean we're doing well. So aside from the minor ambush at the beginning, these things can be taken care of. So are we in agreement? Are we taking them out?
Sure, why not? I mean, Kale's not gonna go any closer, but you guys have your fun.
We're fine, but focus fire.
All right.
Alrighty then. Layla, it's your turn.
I'm so sorry. Can you roll for me again? I'm just gonna take a longbow shot at. I'll see if I can see any of them that are running away.
Well, there's 4 of them running away at the moment. They're all running away.
Can I see any of them from where I am at the door?
Can you see any of them?
I
Do the
don't
roll
know.
20.
I don't have roll 20.
I'm
'cause
sorry.
of
I thought roll
internet.
20.
Sorry.
I thought.
No.
Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, I can say that you're looking at one in particular.
All right. In which case, rip that one. I'm gonna try to shoot it.
All right. 13. That destroys that one.
Okay. Cool. That'll be my turn. Thank you.
Yep. Fleeing. Kale.
Gonna
Sorry,
stay
I'd forgotten that you were
hiding
there.
like the brave
I'd
man
forgotten
he
that.
is behind the counter, and if one comes into the doorway that he can see, he'll hold action for it. Hold an Eldritch Blast.
Lyra.
Alright, so I'll target that next one there. Guess that will use.
Guess he can technically see that one, but
Okay.
The radiant power surrounds that one and seems to disintegrate it.
It's in return.
Sarah.
Okay. Which one are we focus firing?
I don't think either one's been injured yet, as far as I know.
I'm gonna move into the room and just fire at this one then. With the Eldritch Cannon.
Which one are you hitting with the Eldritch Cannon?
The bottom one.
Okay. It hits.
And then I'm going to firebolt it.
Disintegrates.
Alright, and that's my turn.
Wave says, "Yeah, you got this, right, guys?" Shadow continues to run. Layla, I think that Layla's probably also just like letting Sarah do her thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kale, the same.
yeah, sure. Sarah's having a good time.
The cleric gonna help at all?
Yeah, the clericals try to help. It's...
Is that half damage or no damage?
And it's a cantrip.
So no damage.
Yeah.
Okay. That completely misses. Sarah.
Blasting him.
Another 9 points of force damage. Doesn't quite destroy it from the fire, but now it's
These
no longer
firebolt
turned.
rolls was the damage for the firebolt rolls was so crazy. Got 10, 9, and 8. Alright, that's my turn.
Rave is convinced that you're fine. The shadow. Let's see how far away it is compared to where you are. Yeah, can't quite get to you.
Ooh, no longer turned. How sad.
Sarah, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Blast him
Sorry,
again.
not Sarah. Layla. Ugh, sorry, I do that every time.
No, you're good. Sarah has it. I'll hold a longbow shot if it looks like she's gonna get whacked, but I'll hold it. Let her have this.
Kale?
Hiding behind the counter. I mean, if it looks bad, he'll shoot it, but it's all Sarah's. That's her ghost.
Thanks, guys.
You wanted ghosts.
No, it wasn't sarcastic.
Sarah.
Here we go again. No!
Miss.
Alright, firebolt.
And that one still doesn't kill it. Rave is
Whoops.
like, you sure you're okay in there, Sarah?
Yeah, I can take a hit.
Okay. Shadow runs flows right at you. And misses. Layla.
I'm chilling. Sarah got it.
Kale.
Sarah, thumbs up over the counter. Just kill that thing.
Lyra. And finally, with one last blast of radiance, that shadow just evaporates into nothing.
I didn't get the finishing blow, but you know what? That's okay. It did get pretty dicey, so.
You did very well,
And
Sarah.
have you seen enough ghosts now? Do we need to do the haunted garden tour as well? He's asking this really sarcastically.
Well, I guess I've had my fill if you guys don't want to do it. But, Cloven, is that all the ghosts up here?
Well, I think so. At least all the ones that were in this side of the building. You never know what else is around here, though.
Alright, well, I will go ahead and, might as well check out the other rooms just in case.
What do you mean might as well?
Layla, how many arrows did you shoot?
2.
Then roll a 1d3, please. You do recover one of them. And I forgot to remove one from your inventory, so that's probably the one.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sarah pushes open a door. The one that says operating theater. A bloodstained table stands in the middle of this otherwise empty room.
Eyes of the Brave, any undead in here?
Do you see you're in over in that room. No, you don't see anything undead in there.
Alright, well, I know I'm not just gonna... Oh, okay, that's a good point. It could be. But I'm not taking a step into this room. I'm not gonna step into any creepy rooms from now on. I'm gonna open this door.
You're in a place full of creepy rooms.
Yeah, but, like,
this
creepy
room
just...
contains the wreckage of old wooden cribs.
Oh. Wreckage, huh? Okay. And then I'm gonna open this door and see what's in it.
Alright. A raven perches on the windowsill of an otherwise empty room.
Just an empty room.
So the rest of you guys are just hanging out in the little lobby area?
Keeping an eye on the arena, actually.
Kale worked his way into the room to just look around, but he's not keeping close. He's sort of standing in the door, keeping an eye. Well, I guess our Lyra's keeping an eye on what's her name, Irina. So somebody's babysitting.
Hey, Kale, since you're the one who brought it up, were you the one that had that tarot card?
I don't remember what my tarot card was, to be honest.
Mine was the ally, I know that. Mine was like the werewolf one.
I don't remember which one. What was mine? Mine wasn't the charlatan one, was it? The rogue and the charlatan?
Well, let me double check.
Might have been mine.
See if I actually wrote down who got what, or if I just wrote down the cards.
Sticks in my mind, so that might have been mine, but I...
no. This was philanthropist, so yeah, that was yours.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Kale, the card in your... you still have... Do you still have the cards, or did you just turn them over?
Did she give them to us? Because...
Okay, I'm gonna have it... I'm gonna go with this way. As you walk into this room, you suddenly feel a card fall out of the bottom of your pants and start to drift into the middle of the room.
I'll walk over and pick it up, I guess.
It's that philanthropist card that you turned over. You recognize it, and then it evaporates.
My card was haunted.
What was haunted?
The raven
That
sitting on this
card
window caws
from
a
the old
bit.
lady. Don't 100. Well, this is sickness and madness, but I don't remember what it was. What that card represents. I'm just gonna Google it.
Do you know that Kale had the philanthropist, that card?
Yeah, we were all. I think we were all present.
So you would have been told where to look at the time.
Okay, so nursery maybe. Which one was the nursery? This one.
Middle.
I mean, if he I don't know if he would even remember.
Yeah, you walk in.
He's just
you walk
using
in,
his stick to poke through the.
Yeah. Roll investigation. You start poking around, and 1 second. You happen to look up at the window for a moment, and you see it reflected in the glass is what looks to be a nun in white robes standing behind you in the doorway, with a hand pointed out towards the cribs.
You just hear Kale go yee! Like, he just screams.
Sarah comes over. What's up?
Like a ghost.
Do I see the ghost?
No?
Ah.
And he points at the cribs, and he's like, "It was pointing." You go look. I'm done with this place.
Okay, I don't know why you're rummaging through here, but Sarah looks for the ghost.
All right, roll investigation. You find underneath one of the broken cribs a holy symbol of some kind. It looks a lot like the holy symbols that you've seen around this place, like, you know, a bit like the one on the abbot's around the abbot's neck, another one mounted on the wall, but this one looks fancier. It's made of metal. It's on a nice chain, even though the rest of this place is all tarnished and broken. And in the center of it, it looks like a small ruby. It's quite beautiful.
Oh, I found something special, guys. Check this out. How much money do you think
that's
this goes
nice. That's wave, by the way.
Elle kind of glances at it casually and shrugs.
Oh wait, no, it's a holy symbol. So
Out. Get. Shoo. Get. Out. Sorry, chasing dog away.
What's she doing?
Barking.
I didn't hear it.
Barking
Weird.
at nothing.
Alleray, look what I found.
Oh, nice.
I don't know much about being, religious and all, but like, do you like figure out what this possibly is?
So I can look at it.
It was weirdly untouched in all that weird wreckage.
We actually need someone probably with a way to determine the magic of this item, but I suppose I could look at it and see if it has any religious significance, I suppose.
Sadly, I'm still waiting on that pearl.
Does this symbol seem to be any different than the one that's the abbot wears?
It looks similar, but there is the red stone in the middle. There's something about it, and the fact that it doesn't look damaged after all this time, having been stuck under a crate past a haunted room.
So, do I think there's any significance to the ruby or anything?
does feel. In fact, you're holding it. It just feels right in your hands, as if it's meant for you.
Oh,
It's one of those things that you'll probably have to spend the evening meditating on it, aka attuning.
yeah, all right. Well, as I say, I'll have to look at it this evening and see if I can figure it out.
You guys done up here? Clevin's drinking some more of that bottle and like brings it up and looks at it. Empty, and he just kind of drops the bottle.
I think we are
Yep.
done.
Yep, I had my fun for today.
All right. He heads you back down the stairs. Well, I think that's about it for the tour then.
All right, thank you.
I've got a cellar to go look at. To back out this way.
Also, Kale, you did get your eyes checked. There was no ghost in there. I was so bedazzled
You're
by
just
the...
jealous that I saw it and you didn't.
Okay, I wasn't, but now I am. So,
I know we're not supposed to ask what's in the cellar, but is no one just a bit curious what the hell they're keeping down there? I mean, do you think that's where he performs experiments?
honestly, I thought it was the bloody surgical table.
Well,
But-
was that blood fresh? Do you remember?
Was it fresh?
None of you decided to step into that room to investigate it.
That's true.
I mean,
Well,
to get
also-
through they'd have to go through the shadows, right?
That's true. It doesn't seem like they're like major buds with the shadows anyway, so... Well, I mean... I mean, I'm curious, sure. I mean, listen. I still kind of want to go to the garden, but, like, you know, I understand if you guys don't want to go too. So,
I'm just curious about how he lets these things roam around with no concern. Is he a cleric of on death? No, right? He follows the Morning Lord?
yeah. Honestly, it's kind of weird, because, you know, he makes these weird... He's supposed to be a holy man of the Morning Lord, and I don't think... At least I don't think so, that the Morning Lord's okay with just, like, making flesh golems. So... That sounds like desecrating corpses to me, and I don't know many gods that are okay with that.
I guess the bottom line is we all agree that Irina's not staying here, right? That's
Yeah.
obvious.
Know anything about this
Irina's
Morning Lord,
kind of nodding.
by the way?
Roll a religion check. It's
I-
like,
I might as
yes,
well
I
do
don't really think I should stay here either. Ooh.
I'm an expert.
Let's see how much information I know about the Morning Lord. Because there's not... It's like, you know, one of the older gods. I want to say Morning Lord is also known as Lathander. God of, like, you know, the sun or something like that. Like, probably daytime, daylight. Not as popular these days as, some, like Palor, for example, is really big deal. Nobody's really. It's like nobody in recorded history, which only goes back about 6,000 years, has believed that the Morning Lord is the divine light. So like people have thought that maybe Palor is the divine light, but so the Morning Lord just kind of gets shown to the side. 'Cause I don't believe that they're the same person. I'm double checking the notes on this because I remember that they're like Lathander's. It's got like a similar domain to that, and I kept getting confused between Lathander and Palor, because Palor is god of the sun. Lathander is there. Oh, Lathander is god of birth and renewal. There we go. Life and light. Neutral good. Yeah, very very similar to Palor in that sense, but Palor's more of a healer, and this one's more like a god of birth and light. So yeah, they have been associated with various things, but they're not a very popular god in terms of the world's pantheon. Because a lot more people are more likely to worship Woos, the goddess of water, sometimes associating her with birth, more so than Lathander. But Lathander does have small followings here and there. It's Lathander basically just overlaps several different domains. But when you think of birth in that sense, it's not out of the realm of possibility that Lathander might be okay with something like a flesh golem, especially if someone is attempting to turn it into a quote real person rather than simply a tool. It's kind of like birthing them, right? It's hard to tell. Basically, is how it goes. It could be interpreted as such.
Any gaps in information? Any gaps in information I would kind of fill in for everyone.
Yeah, just on Ollaras, in the last 6,000 years, Lathander has not been a popular deity. Palor and Woos have been like some more prime deities that you are aware of. Lathander is simply just a small figure that occasionally gets worshipped.
So, Sarah, no knowledge about how Lathander would feel about cursing entire bloodlines, right? No thoughts on that?
Life and light those sort of domains don't seem to have a say here in either one. If this was the Dawnfather, that would definitely be against Palor, being the god of healing. But Lathander being light and life, again, that's more of like a gray area, similar to the discussion of making a flesh golem. Because flesh golem, that can be construed as necromancy, but it can also be construed as somebody attempting to make life out of death instead of unlife.
Yeah. Last time I checked, I think, flesh golems aren't undead. They are constructs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's still very weird, this place. And it's still not safe. So, I had my ghost fill, so it's really to you guys if you want to investigate more.
I really think we should go. I don't like the way he was talking about how he was stitching up that one person to please Strahd, and we have what Strahd wants, who Strahd wants. Just doesn't sit right.
Irina kind of nods. Does not sit right with me either. I wouldn't mind coming in and investigating more of the village down there.
Yeah, why don't we leave the Abbey at the very least?
Yes.
So you're done with your Abbey investigations?
Yeah, before our
Yep.
Yeah.
person gets snatched.
Good plan.
What I want. Be turned into some kind of freak.
So you guys head right back down the mountain. And once again, confronted by the village that is mostly full of huts and basically a forest that's interspaced between this. But as you're descending, one of the things you notice is at the northern end of town, there is a nice pool of sparkling blue water. And a... come here. And some kind of shrine. You see that on the shores of this pool is an old gazebo. It looks like it's on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare-chested man its paint chipped and faded, stands in the gazebo with arms outstretched, as though waiting to be embraced.
Sarah, go give him a hug.
You want to go all the way down there and give him a hug?
Yeah, we're going down there anyway, right? I mean, we have nothing else to do. Do we even know
Actually,
where we're
Sarah,
going?
as you look at it, considering your not 20 on religion check concerning the Morning Lord, you recognize this statue to be a depiction of the Morning Lord.
Oh, that's a
Definitely
depiction of
hug
the
him.
morning lord. Okay.
And he's positioned towards the east, as if reaching for dawn.
Yeah, let's check it out. I mean,
What day is it at this point? Do we need to start thinking about camp or finding a place to?
It's getting on towards evening. It's probably dinner that the Mongol folk are being fed. As you guys are making your way towards the pool, Arena tilts her head and wrinkles her brow. I heard someone calling me, she says, and is starting towards the pool.
We're close. Follow close behind her.
yeah, same.
Yeah, very close.
As she reaches the edge of the pool with you all following, you see an image appearing in the sparkling blue water. A handsome youth of a kind and noble visage. There's a sadness in his eyes, but it turns to joy as it seems to look upon her. Tatiana, he says, it has been so long. Come, my love, let us be together. Irina gasps, and she puts a hand on her heart. My
I'll
beloved...
grab her.
What? You grab her?
I'll grab her, yes.
Sergei! And she stares at the water, transfixed. And you grab her, and she seems to shake away from that, and the image fades in the pool. And she just calls her name, and it's like, oh, Sergei! Ah! And she just puts a hand to her head and sinks to the ground on her knees.
What's been going
What?
on here? You know this person?
The image from the pool is gone. For a moment I remembered, but now it hurts trying. Sergei, I remember his name. I remember I loved him in another life, but beyond that I can't remember.
Hmm. Investigate the water.
All right.
Sergey.
All right. The pool is sparkling and clear, and you don't see much in the way of anything in it. There's definitely no people down there. But you, with your artificer senses and highly tuned individual, can tell there's something just a bit magical about this water.
This water's magic as hell.
Take a drink. Tell us about it.
You first.
Why not? Cal's just gonna like crouch. Yeah, he ate the pie. I mean, he's just gonna crouch down and take a handful of water and sip it.
It tastes sweet and fresh. It is the best water you've had in ages, Kale.
You see him just like take his water skin and like dump it out and start filling it.
Good enough.
Do you take a drink as well, Sarah?
Sure.
The water is sweet and fresh, and all of a sudden, you feel stronger as the effects that the shadows rent in you goes away.
Ooh. This is good-ass water. Layla, try it.
I'd rather not drink magic pond water. You all are drinking pond water.
Some
Oh,
of
you're missing out.
some of the locals wander near. This is the pool. It used to be blessed by Saint Mercuria herself long ago.
Oh my god, have we been drinking from some sacred pool? I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
No. The man smiles at you. Says, "It is quite all right. Everyone in town gets their water from here. It usually helps with small ailments. Helps keep us strong and going.
Swim in it.
No, it is not for swimming.
Good. That was about to be my next thing I was gonna do, but... Is it normal to see visions of people in them?
Perhaps a loved one from another life is waiting for you in there. Sometimes they do that. They wait in the water before they can be born again.
So what happens if someone sees one?
Perhaps it is a sign that they are going to be born soon. Perhaps if it is a woman who is pregnant, she is going to receive that soul for her baby. That their baby will not be born soulless.
Elray would kind of look at Irene for a moment and then shake her head. No.
I mean, just kind of stares perplexedly and goes, "It's definitely not it."
Irina. Maybe you should try drinking from the pond.
She kind of holds up her hand. I do not think so. I do not think that would be a good idea.
No.
Alright, you guys are missing out. This stuff's good.
Do
Like,
the locals... I'm sorry, do the locals look like those dark blue people, like the ones that look really drained from the other towns? Or do they look different?
Dark blue people?
Like,
Yeah, like all
you
the
know,
people look gross in this place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the kids, for
the
example.
people
that look...
here look, fairly, despite the elevation and despite like the colder climate, most of the people around here that you're looking at appear to be, darker skinned, usually with lighter hair, kind of like a deep ruddy complexion. They look very hard. The people of Crest look fairly hardy compared to the last two places you were at.
Okay. Just curious.
Kel would stare at the water for a little bit, and then he would just be like, I guess it's only people that died in Barovia that would appear here.
Possibly.
Hmm. Now I'm at a bit of a loss what to do, guys.
Are there any towns further away from this on the road we're on?
Irina shakes her head. From what I understand, this is the only other village in Barovia.
Ah, aye.
There used to be a fourth, but it was destroyed a while ago.
Destroyed by what?
I do not know. I just know that there used to be a village called Bruzk. Beruz, and it has possibly sunken into the swamps. She thinks for a moment. Yes, I am just not sure how long ago it was.
Guys, when it comes to safe places for Irina, we don't have much options now.
Guess we're
No.
gonna have to babysit her.
Wouldn't put it that way. She's best off with us, yes. I believe.
Yes, I guess we can take care of her until the hunt is complete.
Wait.
The hunt for Strahd, of course.
Sorry, when you said hunt, all I could see was lights flashing and doors locking.
I mean, you know, walking around with her is just gonna we got a big piece of bait, you know.
Well, but I
I
don't.
didn't want to put it like that.
I mean, I know that makes you happy, but it doesn't exactly thrill me.
It wouldn't make you feel good to leave her somewhere where she's not safe. I'd rather know that she's safe.
I mean, I was all gung ho about leaving her in a safe place once we found it, but and that pains me because she's such obvious good bait, but like she's also a human being, so
Exactly.
But if the time comes, and I talk directly to Irina in this way, if we have to use you as bait, are you okay with that?
Only if I get to say it first.
Okay,
Right.
that's fair.
Irina, you're not going to be bait. Don't listen to her.
Yes. Right.
Look, she's a grown woman. She can make her own decisions. Okay.
Okay, Sarah. All right. Well, what the fuck do we do now? We're
I
not
don't
leaving
know.
her here, and the other town we were in was led by a tyrant.
What would you prefer to do, Irina? Where would you like to go now?
She closes her eyes for a moment. I don't think that anywhere is safe for me exactly.
Except for maybe with us.
Maybe we can put this on the back burner, safe place for a little bit. What about that wine place? When are we going to visit theirs next?
It was on the way here. We just made the other turn.
Go for some wine.
Kind of backtracking a little bit.
We don't have to decide this now, but did we want to take a look at that fourth destroyed city? I mean, you say it's destroyed, but if you don't know how long ago, I mean, maybe people rebuilt?
We could check that out too, yeah. So, those are two options.
Therese, it's south and east.
South and east.
Just past the western border of Vallaki, I believe. Take the road to the south. believe Perez should be there somewhere. Unless it's all been sunken into the swamp.
Sounds lovely. Say we go to the winery.
Yeah, we can go to the winery. Were we supposed to be looking for people there? Looking to...
We're trying to figure out why the wine shipments were stopped.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a job, we might as well do that while we're thinking about where to bring Irina. If we can.
Sounds good.
Travel at night, though, or are we going to figure out how to camp on the road?
Looking at the map, this town doesn't look like the biggest town.
Yeah, there wasn't an inn or anything from what I gather, but we might be able to
Yeah.
camp inside the
Yeah,
walls
no
and be slightly
inns,
safer.
No taverns. You haven't seen any evidence of businesses in this place.
Hell, I feel safe by these blessed waters. So
We camp in the gazebo or whatever. Is there a gazebo or a shrine here?
It's
What
a
is it?
very rickety gazebo with a single statue in the middle of it.
I mean, we could chill here. It's fine. I mean, the other option was camping out in the woods on the way out, so no difference to me.
Probably safer in the walls, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably.
I'm gonna dream about werewolves tonight. All I've ever been thinking about all day is just where are these goddamn werewolves, man?
Did you just declare you were going to dream about something? Can you pick your dream, Sarah?
I mean, elves can do that.
No, well,
Sure.
we don't really dream, though.
Well, when you trance, you basically build a mind palace, so you could if you wanted to dream about
Well,
I guess that's true.
Well, I can't pick my dreams, but I can try.
Knock yourself out. Should we start
So-
setting up camp?
That's what sleeping is.
I suppose.
I mean, if the villagers have no qualms against us camping here, then sure. I mean, it looks like it's all woods over here.
They don't seem to mind. Do you guys have tents?
Yeah,
Good
no. I don't even think I have a sleeping thing. Like a bedroll.
Bedroll.
Try to imagine Kale on the card ground.
Sleep in the back of the wagon.
The wagon is parked currently outside of the village.
Oh, we didn't bring it in. Darn.
You haven't seen any horses inside here. They don't seem to have any facilities for that.
He's cold, so he wouldn't be cold at least. But the ground is hard.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to be that much of a deal, you could take my bedroll for now.
Sarah's gonna sleep on the ground outside of the gazebo.
I don't think he would take you up on that offer because he's like I said, he's the cold doesn't really bother him, so he would just, maybe take some branches or something and try to make like a crappy bed. I don't know.
Survival check, please, Kale.
Yeah, he's gonna like impale himself on a stick. Nope. Just imagine him
It is
like
the
putting
worst
some
bed
logs
you can
on the
think
ground
of.
and trying.
There's pine needles down your pants. You're poked with a stick all night. You would suffer a point of exhaustion overall for your attempt to sleep on the hard ground.
I don't even know if he doesn't really lay down though, does he? When he trances, do they meditate?
Attempting to meditate on the hard ground. Either way, this is not a restful experience for you. Sarah, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw to see how well you sleep on the ground. Faye's just... How's everyone else sleeping?
The same way, so I'll have to make a Constitution check, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, if you're sleeping on the hard ground, Constitution saving throw. Advancing on the hard ground either way. Yeah.
I don't like hard ground.
Yeah, you also gain a point of exhaustion.
Anywhere to
But
track
you
exhaustion.
do manage to attune to the item and know that it is this.
Ooh.
And let's see, there should be a... I don't know why this thing only... This GM notes is GM only. I'm going to put this under you specifically. Hold on. And I'm going to copy and paste everything that's current... Stupid thing. I'm going to copy and paste everything that's in the GM reading only to the normal section so you can read it. That way you know what it is. There you go. Because you are capable of attuning to it, Lyra. So, Layla, what about you?
Would the bedroll provide any sort of padding?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I pull out my bedroll and, like, set up a little area?
Yes. Which means... Yeah. Which means you're good. But the only upsetting thing is sometime during the night, you're not entirely sure when, the bells of the abbey ring, and you can hear the cries of the Mongol folk from this far out. No one in the village seems alarmed by this.
Do we have, like, any idea of around what time that is?
No, it's sometime in the middle of the night.
Okay.
I guess I only sleep, well, quote unquote, sleep for 4 hours, so.
Yeah, like I said, you're haggard and exhausted from your poor sleeping arrangement.
Crankier than usual.
Now for the good news for your party. You've all gone up a level.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Go, Character Mancer, go. Go roll, come on. Oh, 1 again. No, I got a 3. I get something. Yeah. Ah, I got a new invocation. What do I
5
want?
now, huh?
Ooh.
Wait, we're level 5. Yep, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, I know you've leveled like once, pretty much once a session at the moment, but this leveling will peter off. Just that the first couple levels in Curse of Strahd are actually kind of easy to get, depending on how fast you get through things. You guys have been doing pretty well at that.
Avoiding conflict at all costs.
That's why I hate playing with experience points, because that makes people want to go all grindy and just go out and kill wolves in the woods.
I feel that.
In fact, I can't remember if I did Turtle Butter. Do you remember if I did milestones or experience points with you guys?
I think we did XP to start, but like since the house almost killed us.
Yeah. Yeah, I was getting used to milestones. Like, this was something I really wanted to implement for my 3.5 edition group, and I didn't know it was actually called something back then. My 3.5 group was always complaining about XP. But of course, I made so many mistakes with them. Anyway.
Just gotta remember.
Like, Sarah, in spite of all of everything you went through the day before, you slept fine on the hard ground.
I get second level spells now. Okay.
But Kale, between your something in your head about your experiences plus the really bad sitting spot you made, you again gained a point of exhaustion from all that was going on. Lyra,
Yeah, he cranky.
Yeah, Lyra, I'm not entirely sure when it comes to you what reasoning is behind you having a level of exhaustion. Maybe it was contemplating the abbot and the idea that Lathander would be permissible to something that was kind of undead, and Quare is not. So, some conflict like that is potentially a reason why a cleric like you might not have gotten the best rest. Just a suggestion. So, now is the time for you guys to eat some rations and get ready to continue back on the road.
To listen to Kale whine about pine needles being everywhere as we walk.
I mean, if you wanted help, you could have asked me. I lived in the woods. Probably would have been a bit more helpful.
Yeah, we're all here for each other.
He doesn't know how to ask for help. That's a problem. He's really full of himself.
Your horse whinnies you. The horse seems quite happy that you guys have returned. Looks fairly skittish.
If we take a look at him, he doesn't look hurt or anything, right?
Right. Just looks, as concerned as a horse can look.
Yeah, why don't we get him out of here? Let's get all of us out of here.
Agreed.
So, you board your carriage, and you continue on your way. You head back east along the road till you get to the fork. The weathered signpost reads, points to the north, back the way you came, Krisk. The arm pointing east reads Valaki, and the road pointing southwest reads The Wizard of Wines.
Well, winery it is. We're still okay with it?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
So you begin heading south. You start, driving along on your day, looking out at the darkened roads once again. In the distance somewhere, not too close, but in the distance, you can hear the howls of wolves. The occasional crow cries from above. But eventually, you make it down to the Wizard of Wines, which is on the western side of the road. Just trying to find the page that Wizard of Wines is on. 1 second. There we go. Wizard of Wines. The winery. After a half, becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, the other leads south into dark woods. The wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads, Vineyard. What would you like to do?
Complain about the mud.
Guess look around for anything dangerous, or I mean, I don't know. I don't think we're expecting anything dangerous, but like,
You're not expecting anything dangerous. I am.
yeah, just a general look around, I guess.
Alright, so perception. Yeah, your perception is not the best. Anyone else?
Perceiving stuff? Let's perceive stuff. I perceived.
Yeah, you stare off into the gloom and you can see a few ravens heading through the mist in the direction of the winery.
Birds. It's gonna send Squeak after him. Go Squeak.
Bird. Guess I had to roll perception, see if I see the birds.
I just want to clarify. There's two paths, one heading into the dark woods, the other heading to the vineyard.
Yeah, one heading south into the dark woods and the other heading west into the vineyard. Yeah, Lyra, you also kind of make out the shapes of the ravens flying west. Kale, are you staying? Are you blanking out where you're standing and joining Squeaks' vision, or are you just letting Squeaks go and explore?
The wagon. He's in. Oh, I guess in the wagon.
All right.
But yeah, he could blank out and watch what Squeak
Okay.
sees.
Yeah. So you descend into the mist and fog, and soon find several ravens just kind of going and perching on various fence posts, kind of cawing at each other, but keeping it a good distance from the winery itself, just like the fences that are out at the outer perimeter of the entire winery and all the grapes and everything like that. They're just sitting on the outermost ring of fences.
So they're not going any closer to the winery than the out.
Correct.
I don't know how far I can send Squeak. I don't know how. Let me see. How far can I send this little shit? I'm not sure how far he can be and still hear me. Let's see. It's find familiar, right?
Yeah.
He must be within 100 feet of me. That's to do spells. It doesn't say how far I have to see it out of his eyes. That might be the warlock thing.
Yeah, you can see it at his eyes.
Oh, it has to be within 100 feet of me to communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
So I don't know how far away he is.
Well, he's far enough away that you can't communicate with him, but you can still see through his eyes.
Right.
And
I don't know if he's smart enough to keep going. So
in addition to the ravens, you do see your familiar does spot a man wearing a dark cloak and cowl that just seems to be standing near the fence line.
Spooky.
spooky birds and spooky guy. I guess since he can't tell Squeak to come back, we're gonna have to go to Squeak or get within range of Squeak.
You can also bamf Squeak back to your side.
Yeah, I guess I can bamf him. The birds are possibly smarter than us. They're not getting too close to the place.
I mean, it can't be any worse than where we just came from. Everything here is shady.
That kind of talk gets us into bad situations.
Tara, you're one to speak. Didn't we just, raid a hospital looking for ghosts? I think we'll be fine. We're going to a winery. No issues.
Alright, sure.
I'm still deciding my Eldritch invocation. If I take this voice of the Chainmaster, I can see him as long as he's on the same plane as me. I can command him. So maybe I'll take that one. I was undecided. We'll do that one. Yes, I can tell Squeak. I can apparently speak through him to talk to people if I want to. Hey, Squeak, go talk to that guy with the cloak.
So your little skeletal pseudo-dragon just kind of drifts down in front of the man. The man just kind of stares at the pseudo-dragon for a moment and looks past the pseudo-dragon to check the surroundings.
Kale would say through Squeak, and it's weird because this elven voice is coming out of the little thing. Pardon me.
And the figure asks, "Are you one of the people that is approaching?"
Yes, we were sent here to find out why the wine stopped flowing.
Best come closer. We all need to have a conversation about this. Things are bad inside.
Is it safe? Are you safe?
Safer than some.
Can I do I believe this guy? I don't know. Apparently not. Maybe.
He's hard to read.
Kale sighs and breaks his connection with Squeak, and he's like, "There's a guy. He wants to talk to us. He says bad thing. He says he's less bad than the things in the winery."
Okay.
Untrustworthy.
Less bad than the thing in Henry. That doesn't mean he's not bad, though.
I mean, him and a bunch of birds. How bad could that be?
We're fine. We're fine. Let's just head in. And we'll take a look ourselves.
Okay. Don't want to talk to this guy?
Well, yeah, we're going to head over to talk to him. It's fine.
He's not in the winery. He's on the outskirts, along the fence line.
This motherfucker is shady as hell on the outside. I missed that for some reason. He's just chilling on the outskirts of the vineyard.
Yeah, with a bunch of birds.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, well, let's go talk. He wants to talk. Let's go talk to him.
He knows we're here.
Yeah.
A light drizzle is beginning to fall.
Great. Not ominous at all. Shit.
Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south towards the stately building. The fog takes on ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly rows of grapevines. Here and there you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees, and that is where the man that Kale described to you is currently standing, beckoning for you to come closer.
Looking around for traps.
Investigation. You don't see any traps, but you do see various tracks heading to the winery. Some strangely bared feet, it seems.
I just lean over to Layla and go, my trap sense isn't going off, so...
It's okay. We'll just be prepared. We'll keep it in mind. It's one guy right now. We're fine.
Alright. Greetings, sir.
Oh,
As you approach the cloaked figure, several more emerge from the darkness and the tree line, apparently hidden from view, even from the, the pseudo dragon. They're of various sizes. They all appear to be human or humanoid, at the very least. One of them seems to be quite old, and he kind of holds up a hand and seems to be waiting for you to come closer.
I understand my mistake now.
Bunch of humans. What are they gonna do?
What is an old man gonna do, right?
You see among these people are several children.
Guys, elderly people and children, come on.
I know, I could have made this trap myself, but again, my trap senses aren't coming off, firing off, so I say let's continue.
Elderly people and children don't put up much resistance. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Are you here looking for wine? The old man asks as he sees you. He is leaning on a cane. Hold on, I think there's actually a picture of him in here. Let me pull it up. Ah, here we go. There he is. He is leaning on a cane and looking at all of you.
Can you imagine if you pull out one of these handouts and just says Strahd von Zerovich on the fucking...
You never know. Are you here looking for the wine?
Yes.
Well, unless we get help very soon, there'll be no wine ever again. Evil druids and their blights have attacked the winery and have forced us to take refuge in the woods.
Evil druids, you say?
Yes, quite wretched people. They wear sticks in their hair, and they don't seem to like anybody, and they raise these undead plant abominations. They're called blights.
Undead plants, you say?
He nods. That makes them evil druids.
Yes.
I don't know about the sticks in your hair, but the other stuff sounded pretty evil.
Sticks in my hair when I woke up this morning.
Exactly.
Yeah, they eye you, Kale, and a little piece of pine needle comes drifting down from over your nose.
You know, I could have taught you that, you know, if you have like some foliage and you just like put it in a certain way in your head by your head, you can just avoid the sticks in your hair. It took a couple years for me to figure that out, though.
Looks at Sarah like no idea what she's talking about.
Anywho, yeah, well, okay. Why are there evil druids in your winery? Do they not like you making wine?
He just kind of looks at you. Girl, there are many reasons why the evil druids might have decided to invade our wine. I do not think it is germane to the situation to answer that question, only that they must be stopped and driven out. Unfortunately, we, and he kind of looks around at the family, do not have the strength to do so. You look armed and capable. Will you not help us?
Sarah, are evil druids on your bucket list?
No. They're not monsters. They're just
Wave
kinda...
asks, then what about the undead plant monsters? They
Oh, you know
count, don't
what?
they?
Oh, you know what? That's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, and White Monsters would be on my bucket list, actually.
Yeah, those are on mine. And you know what? The evil druids will just, that's the buy one get one free. So
Ella points at Sarah and tells the guy, like, this human here is basically trying to get killed by everything in Barovia.
Well,
That's what he's decided
Barovia
Sarah is doing.
is a place where that's going to be quite easy to manage.
No, that's right. I'm trying to get killed by everything. So let everything come. And then she winks.
Well,
Oh,
you
God.
already got killed by a plant monster.
Ah, yes. Well. Oh, that reminds me. It's not like a, big mound of vines or anything, because, I
She already died to one of those.
The man
Yeah,
shakes his head. No, actually, it is not.
What exactly are we dealing with here then? Like, talking about like a shrub, like an undead
They're
shrub.
called blights, and he kind of gestures. Roll perception check. Whatever he's pointing at, you don't see.
I'm not seeing it.
Perhaps you should look closer, girl.
Hale's gonna, look. Nope.
Nope.
What are you talking about? There's nothing out there.
Layla, you see little creatures kind of in the between some of the rows of vines.
Are you all blind? I can see them right there. Look, I'm gonna point.
Oh.
You see these. These are actually quite small.
Yeah, right there. You see them moving?
Oh, yeah, they're like little shrubs.
You could see their little eyes peering out from the darkness. They're clicking their fingers together.
I
You
mean,
should definitely go pet one.
And they're not alone. Yeah. Some of them, so there's several that are actually quite larger than that and seem to have sharper edges along their twigs. And you also think you see one, maybe two, that seem to be composed of vines instead of twigs.
okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Theoretically, we could clear them out, but what of the druids? Do you know where they went? Where they're located?
I think that are inside the building, possibly with more of their blights.
I could send Squeak in there and have a look.
This is getting close to the cutoff time for me, so
Yeah, I was about to say, and we'll pick
Yeah.
up with that next week. Because it's not like we're about to get into a fight here.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm totally cool with you guys playing for 30 more minutes.
Nah.
If okay.
I I'd turn into a pumpkin at midnight, so I'll get enough. 10 o'clock.
Okay. All right. I'll see you guys next week then. Oh, well,
All right.
2 weeks.
Welcome to Wizard of Wines. I'll see some of you next week,
Yeah.
and some of you in 2 weeks, and some of you tomorrow. Oh, maybe not tomorrow,
Yeah.
because there's another game tomorrow night.
All right.